The thick forest, the trees in the forest. What do we associate them with? Ancestors, elders, right? The birds live at the top of the tree. There's seven levels. It tells us in Okbe Sa, Okbe Riku Sa, Okbe on the right, and Osa on the left. It tells us that there's seven levels, right, at the top of the trees in which the birds live. The birds symbolize this Iami energy, right? This maternal energy of the universe. So in this Odu Otura Sa, we can take it to mean that, right? Because Otura Gasa or Asa is the eagle. So the thick forest, right? And total darkness. It's difficult to walk a straight path in the forest, especially in total darkness. So there's a point in time when this is done. Those who have been through certain initiatory rites, those of you that will do it in the future, this Odu Ifa is telling about certain processes, about moving forward in darkness. Who's done this with Isefa? Raise your hand. Everybody with Isefa, especially if I've done them. You moved about in darkness. It tell us the thick forest. You know, I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up too much of it, but it's just that you should remember this and apply it to this particular aspect of your life, right? It's something that we do physically, right? We walk around in darkness. We don't know what tomorrow is. We don't know what next week is. We know that we receive blessings and the blessings are assured, but where on the road do we meet them? We don't know. Not knowing is one thing. Still moving forward with progress. Not being able to see and not move is different. It's telling us that there's obstacles in our way. And even if we move forward in darkness, right, the progress that we make, slow and steady wins the race. You say, well, Bible, I don't know there was a race. There's a race, or there's a competitive nature between you and your destiny. Being on the path. Your Ori, your destiny dictates what path. The other part of you, the heart, the third eye, the Ori, right? Your the parts of you to connect to your ancestral lineage, your mother and your father, your feet. All these things must work in conjunction with each other, right? Moving through the thick forest in total darkness. The elder knows the problem associated with total darkness. The problem with total darkness is how do we overcome that? How do we receive long life? Right? We know that long life, you have everything. So long life, longevity is the goal. How do we receive that? How do we overcome the problem of moving about in the darkness? If I reading, Even if you feel it, you can't see it. You can feel it. Oh, I got something coming. Well, what is it? What can I do to assist it, even if I can't see it? Cast your Ifa offer above. These things are sure to you on your destiny. The things that sure to you in your destiny are yours. These are the things that you can't see in the darkness. This Ifa asks us not to inflict pain on the moon. So we know that the moon provides a certain type of light, cool light. So in the darkness, we move cautiously. The moon has its own lane, right? To provide a certain illumination to the things in front of us. Is very wise the way they use this in this Odu Ifa, Ifa Sheon. Because the moon does not illuminate things like the sun does. It helps us to put things in perspective. It kind of like restricts our vision. Don't be upset at the moon, right? Because it restricts our vision, right? It's supposed to restrict our vision to those things that are in close proximity. This Ifa gives us this type of support about moving about with things in our destiny that we don't know how we're gonna acquire. We don't know what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get them. We don't know when they're coming, right? And we are moving forward based on the dictates of what Baba said, this Odu said for my life. That combined with the feeling that you have about your blessing. It's a lot to do just with that. Focusing one's movement, conserving one's energy, pulling back energy from certain things, moving it in different direction. You receive this with the Ifa reading. What things am I going to align with? The Odu Ifa tell us, don't look too far ahead. Focus on what's in front of you. Pay attention to the things that are illuminated. It gives the feeling that we always moving around in darkness. In a sense, we are, even when the sun is out. There's things that go on that we can't see. We may hear about it later. Who received confirmation on something? Let me see by raising hands. Who's ever received confirmation on something? Ifabola?
Yes, Papa.
Ifakule?
Yes, Papa.
Ogundeji, what you received confirmation on?
A lot of stuff.
E. Candace?
Could you hear me, Baba?
Yes, sir.
Ashe.
E. Wanda? Have you ever received confirmation on something?
Yes, this class today.
Hey, and it was going on the whole time.
Yes.
We've all received confirmation. We've all received some knowledge about a thing that was going on that unbeknownst to us. It confirms some things one way or another. Ifa says, with correct Ori support, right? So whether that means doing Ibori, like it's multifaceted. It means doing Ibori. It means listening to what your destiny says as far as the blessings or the path that we're on. Think about it. Ibori and how important it is because your spirit is the thing that leads your avatar from place to place. What is it that moves your body to eat and drink or vacation or work or have children or spouse, right? What is it that leads your body there? Your Ori. Right? So we must not, right? Well, let me not say it that way. Sometimes we're not as conscious of it. Like we got, let me see who knows they got all Orisha. Everybody raise your hand. Everybody has all the Orisha. Kulola, do you have all the Orisha?
Danny Baba.
Ajika Egbe, do you have all the Orisha?
Yes, Baba.
So let's say, yes, Bob, I need you to claim it. I have all the Orisha. Ogundeji.
Yes, I have all the research.
Iawanda.
I have all the Orisha.
Ifarike.
Yes, Baba, I have all the Orisha.
Ashe Anastasia.
I have all the Orishas.
Ifalola.
I have all the Orishas.
Ifakunle.
I got all the riches.
Me too, Papa, me too. Ifashegun. Kulola. Oh, there you go.
All of them.
All of them. Kulola.
I have all the Orisha, Baba.
I'm sorry. Tiffany.
I have all the Orishas, Baba.
Aj.
I got them all, Baba. I got them all.
Ashe Candace.
All of them.
All of them. We have all the Orisha. When we go to the Ifa reading, right, even with this one, and this Ifa reading for Otura Sa, right, this Odu Ifa exercises the different Orisha that each one of us have. And each verse gives a direction and task to that Orisha. Ashe. So, Ori, we see from this verse, right? Ori. So it's talking not only about Ori, but the physical body as well. So both of them. Right? I know some of you may not have it, but there's a verse that talks about Shango. It talks about the other Orisha by their physical characteristics. The ocean, right? The lagoon, the Omo ni Gele Gele root, and the spider. The ocean could be Olokun or Aj. The lagoon is Obatala, right? Then we got Osain, and then we got the spider, Shango. That's in one verse. Then we got the hoopy bird and the Iroko tree in another verse. Ogumo as well. These are different Orisha. This Odu Ifa applies to those where the Odu is revealed. Who is that? That's Iadudu temples. That's Ilia Edin Bay and Ilia Edu. Not only the members, but the members' family, because that's the nature of the reading. Everybody in your household. All of them. Based on Ori. Ori was the thing that picked the destiny, that it picked your Orisha and measure. And here is the thing that leads us. Destiny. Ask us to give strength to and support to our Ori so it can control our Orisha. A better word would probably be manage, right? That it would develop one, right? And, bring one Orisha forward for this situation and move another one back. Bring another one forward for another situation, right? Or use them in tandem, use them together. It is one Ori that will set up the sequence of events. Ibori is underrated. The thing is because you never know when you're going to need the energy. What is it that we need our Ori to create for us tomorrow? Ori is called Elede. Everybody say Elede.
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 I'm sorry, that's P. Eleda.
Eleda.
Hey, sorry. Baba might be thinking about some bacon. So, Eleda. Creator. Each one of your Oris is your creator. Because it's based on the Ori or the destiny that you picked. So how can we truly be moving through darkness? It is one's destiny that illuminates the way. Ashe. So total darkness is not befitting for any person. So again, the Odu Ifa says that we will be in darkness. Some aspect, right? Not total darkness. But things will be obscured. We will not be able to see everything. But with our destiny, right? With Isefa, right? Things are illuminated for a year, right? With Itefa, things are illuminated for your life. You must still follow the curriculum year by year. This is where you get the Odun E5s. We know that those E5s need to be cast with your individual Ikim. There's no other way to get the clarity. So those readings, right, in these situations, illuminate different aspects. So with other Orisha, Babal Orisha, Il Orisha, Egbe, Egungun, Obatala, Osun, Ogun, Shango, Aj, other aspects of one's destiny is illuminated. Ori guides us in this way. This is Ifa's message to the ignorant person, right? We forget. We're made to forget. After choosing one's destiny, we're made to forget. Who's had deja vu? Who's had deja vu? We all have. At some point, we all have. Deja vu, we all have. Remembering the plan. right? Checking your what is it called? We can call it DPS. Everybody say DPS.
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 DPS. Destiny Position System. Ashe. I just made that up, so nobody it's not copywritten yet. But where you at on your destiny? Oh, I'm having deja vu. Oh, because it's a part of your plan to be here. It's your destiny to let you know you're at the right spot. We're made to forget the plan. Why? Because acquiring it must be appreciated. Acquiring all array of life is different than it being given to you. Ifa's message to Tandi, the ignorant person, when coming from heaven to earth, he was advised to offer it, but he complied. We talking to our Ori, right? Ori, you know I don't know nothing. Guide me. Support me. Protect me. Lead me to all Iran life. Orihu, Orihu, Orihu. Ori, rise me above my enemies. Ori of wealth. Ori of money. Come to me. Bring it to me. A Tegbate tells us, right? It talks about the hook. We use the coconut for Ibori, right? To open up the blessings, right? We speak about the effect of Ori on for unlocking things with the greeting, right? Ogbato, Asuri, Iwori Wofun. Iwori Wofun is the Odu for Ori. Caring for one's Ori. It is Ori that knows the plan. And we challenge ourselves, right? Our Ori challenges us. It convicts us. It can be as simple as doing one thing one day, like on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you receive the advice. On Thursday, you do it again. The outcome is different from when you did it on Tuesday. Because now your Ori knows, right? It holds you accountable. It's Ori that the messages come from. This is why we consult E5. So it's saying we don't know. The Odu E5 says it. My Ori, you know that I don't know. It's us being candid. It's us being direct. It's us being honest with ourselves, right? And admitting that our Ori, we don't know. We don't consciously know everything. We have inclination, we have feeling, we have deja vu. We can be clairaudient, we can be clairvoyant, but there's only a particular amount of it that's illuminated. Don't be mad at the moon. Don't inflict pains on the moon. It's the way the system is set up. This is why we get these initiations. This is why we do Ibori. This is why we consult with E5, right? To learn our plan. Nobody knows. We had that in another, I think, what was it? Was it Otura Meji? Nobody knows. Who knows? It's only E5 that knows. E5 is the one that can express. Ori, right? So that we can understand it. It says, I am just walking ignorantly. Ifa, you know that I don't know anything. I'm just walking in ignorance. Unaware. Ignorance does not mean that you're somehow lacking, right?